Waterfield Designs is one of the more prolific bag designers and manufacturers. They make a wide variety of bags and cases for various devices, things like laptops or cameras. The Steam Deck is no exception, and today we have a Steam Deck bag from Waterfield. This is the Waterfield Designs new complete Steam Deck carrying case. What makes this so complete? Well, simply put, this is the biggest Steam Deck carrying case I've ever reviewed on this channel. It looks more akin to like one of those tote bags you'd bring to college or whatever. Never been one to bring tote bags or anything of the sort. Typically when it comes to technology, I typically just use my backpack, but in recent days I've been using Steam Deck bags for, Steam Deck stuff. Included in this package is a promo as well as your order information. There really isn't a whole lot in this. In fact, the entire thing came in a plastic bag. No boxes to unbox, so to speak. So this right here is their magnetic adjustable buckle. And quite honestly, it's the coolest buckle I've ever seen. It's a really durable design. You can't just like pull it out forcefully. You have to know how to open this thing up, which you can do so by sliding it out. There were no instructions included with this, so I couldn't figure out how to open it at first. But there you go, you just slide it out like that to open it. And to close it, all you have to do is let the magnets find each other. After all, they are attracted to one another. But enough about the really awesome buckle. Let's talk about the rest of this accessory. Inside of this is this little bag right here. It's not technically part of the product. It's a free gift if you spend over $200 on their store. And that right there are the shoulder straps. I like the material choices. The fleece inside feels amazing. It feels soft to the touch, and it should protect the Steam Deck. I really love the feel of the ballistic nylon body. And the leather handle feels really soft to the touch. So what can this thing hold? Here's a little handy dandy diagram that I stole from Waterfield Designs' YouTube channel. In theory, you're supposed to fit a Steam Deck, as well as 2 chargers and a controller. And you're supposed to fit a keyboard, a mouse, and a dock. And honestly, looking at this diagram, it really doesn't sound like there's a lot of room for much of anything. Right? That's why we're going to totally disregard this diagram and stuff this bag to the gills with accessories. So let's go ahead and put all of the stuff in the Steam Deck bag. First, we're going to put the Steam Deck bag in, and then we're going to stuff it with a Steam Deck dock of some sort. In this case, I'm going to use an iVolar Steam Deck dock because I just happen to have it on hand. I've also got this 60% keyboard that I can stuff in here too. I have a ton of these 60% keyboards because I used to be a keyboard YouTuber. I can just stuff it in here as well. And a portable monitor? Well, that's no challenge at all. We're gonna stuff that in there as well. I also have a snack box mini in there somewhere. And look, there's even more I can put in here. I can put in my Moondrop Arias in this bag, as well as a capture card. And these are all just gonna go in there just like that. And of course, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's a bit of a tight fit, but you know what? With a little bit of effort, you can just push it in like that, and it clamps together, and it secures all of your stuff in this Steam Deck bag. Tuck the sides of these in, and you've got yourself one handsome package, ready to be transported basically anywhere. Oh yeah, let's not forget about this pocket right here. What is this pocket for exactly? Well, it's probably meant for wires and stuff. Things like your HDMI cable, your charging cables. Heck, you could probably put an external battery in there as well. You've got some extra fabric in there to hold your micro SD cards. Though, truth be told, I would rather you just buy like a micro SD holder thingy. It just feels more secure that way, you know? So how about we go ahead and make use of that pocket, you know? All we have to do is open this up to access it. Kinda wish I didn't have to open the buckle up to access this pocket, but you know what? It's whatever, I guess. Then again, I think it's better this way anyways, because watch this. I'm gonna put my Steam Deck in here, right? Yeah, just stuff it in like that, okay? Remember how I said you can stuff your battery in that pocket? Like that back pocket right there? Well, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna stuff the battery in there and have it charge my Steam Deck while it's in there. So to be perfectly clear, if you end up doing this, I'm not responsible for anything. So what we're gonna do now is get our battery prepped up. Just put your battery in there. Just be sure to plug the cable into your battery before. I'm going to be honest with you, this probably works a lot better with a smaller cable. My cable's really long. And honestly, for the purposes of doing things like this, you'll want a smaller cable. A much smaller cable. But hey, there's a bunch of other stuff we can fit in here too, like this micro SD card. Even though I recommended you get an SD card holder instead, this isn't a bad option whatsoever. I just worry that it may fall out. And I mean, if it falls out in there while it's zipped up, you're not going to lose it. It's just going to be a pain to get out. You can also stuff a bunch of stuff in there. I just had a bunch of power bricks lying around and a couple of extra wires as well. The main caveat to having things charged like this is you won't be able to zip this pocket up at all. But on the flip side though, nothing should fall out if you hold things upright. It might be better to just stuff your battery in the main pocket instead. But that's my regret and my regret alone. And besides, I'm just doing this to showcase, the possibilities of what you can do. So as you can see here, I'm just going to close this up like this without zipping it up because I physically cannot zip it up, because of the protruding wire. But as you can see here, it's mostly secured. Like, look at that. What an absolute unit. My Steam Deck is also charging inside of this as well. I think it's a pretty good accessory, especially if you're the type of person to take your Steam Deck everywhere, and with a lot of other accessories as well. So Waterfield Designs has created an excellent feeling case. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not a big materials guy, but even all of these materials that they use for the case feels really premium in my hands. I also like that this Steam Deck carrying case can carry basically whatever accessory I throw at it. Not to say that everything can fit in here at once, but it's bigger than any other bag I have currently. But of course, I understand not everyone wants a bag as big as this Waterfield Designs bag. I mean, is it practical? It's a pretty big bag, with a lot of room for a lot of things that a lot of people probably won't be bringing with their Steam Decks. This case is a very useful case for transporting a lot of different accessories. You're bringing your Steam Deck, a dock, a bunch of controllers, your charger, maybe some other stuff too. But starting at $239, this is not a cheap case. This bag, however, is designed and manufactured in America, San Francisco more specifically. Not to mention they use a bunch of premium materials. There are cheaper alternatives, but for this price, this is definitely worth the value. If you can afford it, that is. If you like this video, you should check out the rest of my channel. And if you like the rest of my channel, you should like, subscribe, and click on the bell icon. When you click on the bell icon, you're ensuring that you'll be one of the first to watch my new video when it releases. And for more high-tech lowlife, check out our Discord server. Links always in the description.